terms of mental health, I actually have been pretty open about my own struggle with mental health. In 2019, you know, I had a really tough season. I was just coming off of some hard stuff in my personal relationships, and I hit a wall. You know, I had a tough upbringing. I grew up homeless. You know, there was a lot of volatility in my family. All of that kind of converged in 2019 for me. And I thought I was good. I mean, I was out there still racing. I was having a great season, and about halfway through the season, I just couldn't find the motivation to do anything. I was dragging myself out of bed to try and go train, and you know, I knew I wasn't good. I was headed to training camp in less than a month, and I actually called the team director, and I was like, you know, I don't know if I'm in a place where I should come to training camp. I'm just not doing well. And her response and her reaction in that moment was exactly, I think, the right thing. She's just like, I'm just so glad you told me, and really got on the ball and helped me coordinate some mental health services. And you know, I did therapy. I did cognitive behavioral therapy actually for about 12 weeks. I wish I would have done it sooner. My biggest regret, and that's what I would say to anyone, is that, you know, I definitely struggled with depression sooner, and I wish that I had, you know, been more open and more willing to go seek help, because I learned just some great tools and resources that, you know, made my life so much easier, and I wish I had them 20 years sooner. That was really important, not only in my cycling, but in my life and also in my diabetes management. I mean, it's really hard to manage diabetes. You know, I tell people it's like having your house on fire. If your house is on fire, you're not gonna stop and check your blood glucose. And my life was on fire, and my diabetes management took a hit for that too.
So I was diagnosed when I was 6, and that was really heavy on me just because like I didn't understand anything. And I remember my dad telling me a story. One time there's like a hope chest that we have at home, and I hid myself in it. It was empty, and I was there for hours. I was just like probably at the lowest point in my life, and he was just like, what's wrong? I was just like, I want to die. Like I didn't know what I was doing with my diabetes at that point. I was kind of at a loss, just knowing that there's people there for you, and just having, you know, really close family members, and just really good doctor, my endocrinologist, my pediatric. Unfortunately, I'm not with them anymore, but I still have a really good relationship with them. Finding this team as early as I did honestly saved me, because without being diagnosed with diabetes, I have no idea where I would be, who I'd be, or like honestly what I'd become. And I think this journey that, you know, diabetes has given me has, you know, really shaped out my life for the better.
And that, you're right, like that sense of purpose is also, for me, really important, and improves my mental health. You guys, like being with all of you, and I think all of us would agree that just being outside and exercising, and like, I mean, yeah, my happiest moments are on my bike. My happiest moments in life are on my bike, for sure.
You can just forget about everything.
Yeah.
Nothing matters but where you are, what you're doing.
I think the best diabetes management advice that I've received is to just like give yourself some grace. You know, you're doing your absolute best. Diabetes is relentless, right? Like, you know, it's never gonna be 100% right.